The first punch landed before anyone realized what was happening. The second knocked the breath from her lungs. By the third, the gravel yard was silent. 3 cadets standing over the new girl, confident, cruel, and certain she wouldn't fight back. They were wrong. Her name was Lena Morales, and she had learned long ago that pain was not the enemy. The panic was as she staggered backward, dust clinging to her uniform. Her mind didn't raise and narrowed. Sounds dulled. The world slowed. The same calm that had once kept her alive under foreign skies settled into her bones again. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're rewatching from. I love knowing who's listening. The training compound buzzed with late afternoon heat. Boots scuffed against concrete. Few recruits pretended not to see what was happening. Others watched, frozen, unsure whether to intervene or look away. The 3 cadets circled her, laughing low, emboldened by numbers and ignorance. Lena wiped blood from the corner of her mouth. She could walk away. She could report it. That was the safer choice. The smarter one. But then she saw a younger cadet nearby, barely 18, watching with wide eyes, absorbing a lesson no one should ever learn, that strength belonged only to the loudest. Lena made her choice. She straightened her spine and shifted her stance just slightly. The change was subtle, almost invisible, but to anyone who knew combat, it was unmistakable. One cadet lunged again. He never finished the motion. Lena stepped inside his reach, redirected his momentum, and dropped him to the ground with a sharp, controlled movement that knocked the air from his chest. Gasps rippled through the yard. The second cadet froze, disbelief flashing across his face. She didn't give him time to think. A sweep, a pivot. He hit the ground harder than the first. The third hesitated. Fear cracked his grin. She thought she'd never use these skills again. She was wrong. The entire exchange lasted seconds. No wasted motion, no rage, just precision, earned through years of survival. When it was over, Lena stood alone, breathing steadily, 3 cadets groaning at her feet. The silence was heavier than the blows. Instructors came running, voices sharp, boots pounding, questions flew, accusations followed. Lena didn't interrupt. She didn't defend herself. She simply reached into her pocket and handed over a worn, folded card. The lead instructor unfolded it slowly. His expression changed, then stilled completely. Navy SEAL, honorably discharged. Multiple combat deployments. Whispers spread like wildfire. Heads turned, eyes widened. Lena felt something unfamiliar twist in her chest. Not pride, not anger, but exhaustion. She hadn't wanted this. She had come here to disappear, to be normal, to leave the past buried where it belonged. Instead, it had followed her. Later in the command office, the instructor sat across from her in stunned silence. One finally cleared his throat. "Why didn't you say anything?" Lena met his gaze. "Because respect shouldn't require a resume." The words lingered. Outside, the cadets were dismissed early. No one laughed now. The younger ones watched Lena differently, not with fear, but with something closer to awe. One approached hesitantly. "Thank you," he said, "for not letting them win." Lena nodded, a small smile touching her bruised lip. Justice came quietly. Discipline was handled. Apologies were issued. The 3 cadets were removed from the program. No announcements, no spectacle, just consequences. That evening, as the sun dipped low and shadows stretched across the compound, Lena sat alone on the steps, the air cooling around her. For the first time since arriving, her hands stopped shaking. Because kindness doesn't vanish, it waits, and it finds its way back. And sometimes, it wears strength like armor, not to dominate, but to protect. If this story stayed with you, share your thoughts in the comments. And subscribe to Whispered Words for more mission stories where courage reveals itself in the most unexpected moments.